Oh, my name is Gerald Stewart. I'm a painter. This is one of my smaller paintings. I call this one White Dove, the Rescue. Now you're saying to yourself, what does this painting represent? Well, so far you've had a hint. It's about a rescue, I'll bet. Anyway, this young lady, she's an Indian princess, and her name is White Dove. This big fella, that's her brother, Timberwolf. It's Timberwolf's job to protect her and teach her the ways of the forest and nature. Like he would take her out and teach her Indian signs like, this is an eagle sitting on a branch. You, I, we go fishing. Very cool. Or you, I, we go hunting. That was bow and arrow. For you people out there who only carry guns, that's what a bow and arrow looks like. Anyway, one day they're out and they've already built their campfire and they've built their shelter and they're sitting on this side of the river. And, off in the background, Timberwolf says, do you hear that noise? And she says, you mean music, don't you? That sounds like music. And he says, I hope it's not what I think it is. And she said, what's that? Well, could be, my God, what's that? It's not real heart beating of the drums, so he listens. And then he recognizes it. He said, that's a rain dance. He said, that's right. We were invited to the rain dance over on that island. That's called Manhattan Island. Those are the Manhattan Indians. And their forefathers were called Yorkers, New Yorkers. Especially the little children, whenever they were born, they would be called New Yorkers. Anyway, they're there, and she's learning all the signs, and he's telling her, well, we're going to have to learn more signs. He said, you know about the eagle. He said, you know this means railroad crossing, and this means pirates. But now, he said, I think we should be prepared to take shelter because it just might rain. Sometimes the people over on Manhattan Island, they get lucky, and if they do get lucky, we're going to have to get in our shelter. Yeah. I'll be damned. Rain. How about that? Anyway, she was out earlier that day and she had slapped a bear in the face to prove to her brother how brave she was. Of course, she ran away. Yeah, very brave girl. Anyway, on this side of the island, looking across over there, at the other island, she saw a couple of Indians. Yeah, that's what Indians called each other. Anyway, one of these Indians, she recognizes he was over there. And she says, well, I'll be damned, that's Running Deer, my boyfriend from high school. And he's over there, and he was at the rain dance, and he was smoking too many peace pipes and drinking happy water. Oh boy. Anyway, running deer was over there where you can see Red Cloud. That's his father. His father wouldn't, well, you hear about it. Anyway, his father's over there yelling, and screaming up and down, and he was watching his son, who was over there jumping up and down, doing headstands, showing her how far he could throw a rock, and, typical teenager crap. Anyway, when he was showing off over here, he fell into the raging river. And now, because of the rain vents and the heavy rains coming, the river is really flowing big time. And, it's really coming out. You can see it's just stacking over here, and the waterfall is just gushing. Anyway, he's in the water, and he's screaming for help, and his father's over there jumping up and down saying, he's a Manhattan Indian. Manhattan Indians don't swim. We send other people out to swim for us. So he's in the water, and White Dove here says, I'm brave. I'm cool. I'll jump in there and I'll rescue him because I love him. She dives in the water. She grabs this fool, her boyfriend, gets him by the hair, and pulls him ashore. All the time her brother had just tried to stop her. If he had just reached out a little bit more, he could have grabbed her by the wrist, but he missed. Anyway, she dives in the water. She's got him by the hair. She's pulling him ashore. He loses his moccasins, and now he's barefoot. She gets him ashore, and she resuscitates him, and he's up, and he's coughing out the water. And her brother comes over, Timberwolf, and says, he'll never make it back to the village without his moccasins. What should we do? And because she's smart, she says, you can carry him. So Timberwolf picks Red Deer up, Running Deer up, carries him back to the village. Timberwolf explains to his tribe that we pulled him out of the river and we brought him home to make him some new moccasins. And while they're there, Timberwolf also explains all the brave things his sister did, and how she slapped a bear and climbed the side of a mountain to get to an eagle's nest and get feathers out of it, so her grandfather could have it for his war bonnet, and a few other things she did, like, jump from a tall tree into the river and jump back out. Anyway, the whole tribe, the Indian nation, hears of her great deeds and how she saved this young fellow. So they all came into her encampment, and they pronounced during that evening under the full moon that she would be ever known as White Dove, Indian Princess Warrior, and Swim Instructor. And that's a true story. You can believe me, because I would never tell my grandchildren anything but the truth. And this is one of the stories I'm telling them. And my name is Gerald Stewart. I hope you enjoyed this painting, and I hope you enjoyed the comments. Thank you.